Yes, breaking now, a busy road that runs through Oakland is closed this afternoon after an access van hit a 94-year-old woman. I'm Peggy Finnegan.
Good afternoon. I'm Gordon Lesh. We're talking about 5th Avenue in Oakland. Channel 11's Jillian Hartman joins us live from the scene. Jillian, what have you been able to learn there?
Well, I can tell you police cleared the scene about 20 minutes ago, but I did just get an update from the public information officer for Pittsburgh Public Safety, and he told me that the woman was taken to the hospital in serious condition, and the accident happened right here behind me at this intersection of 5th Avenue and Jithridge Street in Oakland. Now, here's video of the scene. Take a look. The incident happened earlier this morning. The PIO told me an elderly woman in her 90s was crossing the street when an access bus hit her. I'm told the woman was alert when police and paramedics arrived on scene and took her to the hospital. Now, officers on scene also told us that the bus was making a right turn on red at the time of the accident. At this time, we are working to find out the extent of her injuries. The cause of this accident is still under investigation. We are staying on top of this story. To stay with Channel 11 on air and online for updates. Reporting live in Oakland, I'm Jillian Hartman, Channel 11 News.
All right, thanks, Jillian. And we are tracking possible storms for your afternoon today.
And meteorologist Danielle Dozier joins us live with what you're expecting.
Hey guys, yeah, we are looking at the radar right now, and we have been tracking a few showers that have been moving through the area this morning, and in fact a very light shower moving through Pittsburgh right now, and bulk of the rain really has remained up across northern counties where they've seen quite a bit of heavy rain from time to time through Lawrence and portions of Butler County, so I'm continuing to track that. We've officially picked up about 1/4 of an inch of rain already in Pittsburgh so far today. Temperatures, they're in the mid-70s right now, and if you've been outside, you know it is a humid day for sure. For today, we're looking at that heat, that humidity, and that chance for showers and thunderstorms, particularly thunderstorms this afternoon and evening as we have a cold front coming in from the north. So I have our latest storm tracker maps and the timing on those showers and storms and my full weather forecast coming up.
Thanks, Danielle. And breaking at noon, the Allegheny County Health Department just released its latest COVID-19 numbers.
There were 68 new cases in the last 24 hours. The new cases come from tests taken between August 24th and yesterday. The county also reports 9 new deaths. 6 of the patients were associated with long-term care facilities.
And breaking at noon, the coroner says someone was killed in this fire that damaged a well-known business in Boswell, Somerset County. This is video from the Jennerstown Volunteer Fire Department of Wallett's Bar on Lincoln Highway. We're told 15 fire companies responded to this blaze, and the fire marshal is now investigating. We do not have any information yet on the victim of this fire. We are going to be working to find out more for you for Channel 11 News at 5. Relief for renters across the nation. The Trump administration has taken action to prevent evictions amid the pandemic. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer has more.
The lengthy order says it isn't relieving any tenant of his or her obligation to pay rent, but it is protecting them from being evicted if they're struggling to make ends meet. Help to keep folks in their homes is here. Tuesday night, the Trump administration authorized the CDC to halt evictions until the end of the year, as many struggle financially and COVID-19 continues to spread. That order, obtained by Channel 11, states, quote, housing stability helps protect public health, but notes the moratorium doesn't apply to everyone. Rather, it's meant to help renters who can't pay because of, quote, substantial loss of household income who might otherwise be homeless. We spoke with Kyle Webster of Action Housing, a local nonprofit, for his immediate reaction. He believes this has the potential to get tied up in the courts, but is overall pleased.
This is a major issue, and at the end of the day, we need to help our landlords, but we also can't afford as a county, as a state, as a country to have thousands, if not millions of people face homelessness for the first time. That would be devastating.
And much more from our interview tonight at 5, and we'll also have more from the order. It does state that landlords are able to evict under certain circumstances like criminal activity or destruction of property. For now, back to you.
The State House could vote on an election bill as soon as today.
The bill looks to address concerns that county and election officials raised in June. They say they're concerned about late arriving ballots, election security, timely vote counts, and a shortage of poll workers. Democrats do not support the bill. They call it a red meat nonsense. Last week, Governor Tom Wolf proposed a bill requiring counties to send out mail-in ballots earlier. It would also allow ballots postmarked by Election Day to be counted, which could arrive several days after November 3rd.
President Trump heads south today to North Carolina to recognize a historic World War II city 24 hours after his controversial trip to Wisconsin. NBC's Tracy Potts joins us with what is ahead, plus Joe Biden's new focus on reopening schools.
We're going to work with you. We're going to help you. Okay, we'll help you rebuild.
President Trump refocusing on war today after touring the ruins of Kenosha, Wisconsin, blaming
reckless far-left politicians
for burning the city's businesses.
We have to condemn the dangerous anti-police rhetoric. It's getting more and more. It's very unfair.
Presidential nominee Joe Biden accuses the president of inciting hatred and violence.
When has he spoken up about peace and unity?
The family of Jacob Blake, whose police shooting sparked the riots, condemned the president from the other side of town.
It's too late, bro. He's had 4 years in that office. He's done nothing but spill hate out of his mouth.
Meantime, in Washington,
we all still hope that we can come together around science.
A bill to deal with coronavirus remains stalled as cases explode on college campuses.
In the next few weeks, we're going to end up seeing more of this.
And COVID-19 is rising among children, up 17%. New York City is delaying the first day of school after teachers refused to go back.
Every single school will have testing. It will be done every single month.
The Biden team will focus on his school reopening plan this week, talking with teachers, experts, and parents worried about what's safe. Tracy Potts, NBC News.
Joe Biden's campaign says he will visit Kenosha tomorrow. And don't forget, the president has a campaign stop in our area in Latrobe tomorrow. He's expected to speak at Arnold Palmer Regional Airport. You can look for coverage beginning tomorrow morning starting at 4:30 and also on WPXI.com and the WPXI News app. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin says he hopes to reach an agreement on a bipartisan coronavirus relief package. Talks between Democrats and the Trump administration on a new relief package broke down early last month. Mnuchin promised he would return to the negotiating table and said he would call House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to do the same. Pelosi confirmed he made that call, but said Mnuchin told her he wanted to, quote, do a little now and a little later. More than 25,000 COVID-19 cases are linked to colleges and universities across the country, some of them right here in Pittsburgh. Channel 11's Mike Holden spent the morning finding out what's being done to stop the spread locally.
College campuses across the area are still trying to adjust to this ever-changing COVID-19 experience. Here at Pitt, they've seen a recent jump in positive cases, and students we spoke with say it's extremely frustrating because a lot of kids aren't taking this seriously. The University of Pittsburgh reports 60 students and 8 faculty and staff have tested positive for COVID-19. Just last week, they had 46 positive cases among students and athletes. University officials say this is primarily among students living off campus in places like this in Oakland. They called the behavior concerning, and if they don't stop the spread now, it may jeopardize the success of the semester. Over at Carnegie Mellon University, they've reported just 10 positive COVID cases on campus since March, with just 1 new case in August. And Duquesne University has not reported any positive cases on campus. 1 student has been isolated for a suspected case. 5 staff have tested positive. Duquesne has not mandated random asymptomatic testing at this point. Meantime, Pitt students tell us they have been monitoring the announcements from the dean, and they say it's disappointing.
Students definitely are not, social distancing, wearing masks. Given all the emails that Dean Bonner said, obviously kids aren't following the rules. I myself live in South Oakland. I see hordes of kids walking around looking for parties and stuff. So obviously students aren't being responsible enough.
And Pitt officials say the next few weeks are crucial in helping flatten the curve. I'm now working to talk with additional students about how they're protecting themselves and their message to other people who aren't. For Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting in Oakland, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
And new details now. Police have arrested a man they say shot a teenager last week. Police say that they've connected Andrew Johnson to last Friday's shooting in Sheridan. Witnesses said a car approached a 14-year-old. They say the passenger got out and chased that boy before shooting him. The teen was grazed in the shoulder and is expected to be okay.
Police are looking for a man who got away from officers as they were taking him to jail. Seward police say Michael Boring told them he was sick, but when they pulled over on Route 711 in Fairfield Township, he took off. Boring was wanted on a parole violation and arrest warrants when he escaped on Saturday. During his getaway, police say he stole a black Ford F-250 dual-wheeled pickup truck from a nearby farm. Boring is from Seward and is believed to know the area well. If you see him, you're asked to call 911 and do not approach him.
Some good news for water customers in parts of Butler County. You no longer have to boil your water. The boil water advisory was issued after a water main break over the weekend. The affected area included parts of the city of Butler, Butler Township, and Center Township. Pennsylvania American Water says it's tested the water now and everything is okay again.
New at noon, the Elizabeth Bridge will be back open today, weather permitting. PennDOT says there will still be single-lane restrictions in the short term. Restoration work of the bridge should wrap up by late October. The race to find a COVID-19 vaccine takes a big step forward. The new stage of testing getting underway.
Plus, what one local school district is doing to keep students' attention while they're learning from home.
This year, back to school is certainly different.
But Channel 11 Morning News is always here to prepare you for your day, bringing you what's new, what's happening now, and what's next.
Be prepared for back to school.
Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
WPXI.com is your back-to-school guide. Submit your health questions to our medical expert. Stay up to date with plans for your district and more. Log on to WPXI.com/back-to-school for the resources you need this year. Brought to you by RE/MAX Select Realty. Watch David Johnson and Peggy Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
Thousands of local students started the new school year today. You can see all the districts starting class today there on your screen. At the Highland School District, it's the first in-person day for students in Group B. And all Seneca Valley students will start virtually before shifting to a hybrid model next week. Many students will be spending at least part of the school year learning from home.
The question is, how do you keep kids engaged when it's just them and a computer screen? Channel 11's Gabriella DeLuca joins us with a special report on one district's plan to add an interactive component to online learning.
In Woodland Hills, the classrooms will look a lot like this. They'll be empty. However, the district has a plan in place to make the most of online learning this school year. The newly renovated hallways inside Dixon Preparatory STEAM Academy won't be filled with students hurrying to get to class this year. Instead, students will be logging on to their laptops to complete their assignments, since the district decided to start the year fully virtual because of COVID-19.
We've spoken with several medical experts over the last 2 to 3 months, and when we realized in May and June that COVID wasn't going anywhere.
So they started planning early and used funding to buy each student a new laptop, internet hotspots around the community, and purchase interactive programs for students and teachers.
One of the concerns that parents had was, oh, my child is actually just going to be staring at a computer screen, not here at Dixon Preparatory STEAM Academy. And also we want to make sure they have a engaging, high-quality experience.
School officials are working on making sure each online class has an interactive component, especially hands-on subjects like science and music.
In music class, for example, I would record myself maybe doing, if the lesson was on tempo, I could record a 2/4, a 3/4, and a 4/4 tempo of the same song so that students would know the different paces.
Then students could break into small groups and eventually one-on-one instruction via video.
Very similar to what we would do in the classroom, just incorporating that technology.
It's the best they can do while ensuring that students are safe from coronavirus.
We as human beings work better when we're able to interact face-to-face, and so we know that there are drawbacks. So we really want it to be like a high-quality classroom, just virtual.
District officials say they are going to be reevaluating the plan every 30 days to determine if it's safe enough for students to come back to the classroom. Reporting in Woodland Hills, Gabriella DeLuca, Channel 11 News.
The Kiski Area School District is suspending all football activities until next week, and it comes after a COVID-19 exposure. The district says it is following all health department and PIAA guidelines. The team scrimmage against Franklin Regional is canceled, and the first 2 games of the season have now been pushed back.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
It's cloudy out there, it's humid, and we've been tracking some periods of rain, some wet weather out there this morning. You can see this afternoon the temperature is in the mid-70s, and it's the air you can wear. It feels very tropical-like out there today. Here's a live look at our Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar, which has been tracking some showers up into Butler County, some light to moderate rain pockets there, and some light showers passing through portions of Greene and Fayette counties as well. Those showers generally moving off to the east here this afternoon. It's a breezy day as well. The winds up around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Occasional gusts to 20 miles per hour are expected this afternoon. Our dew point is currently at 71 degrees, and you can see on our dew point scale that is the tropical feel to the air, which will continue through the rest of the day. Coming up in the next half hour, I've got a look at your humidity forecast and when we'll finally get a little bit of relief. In the meantime, we are tracking that threat for some showers and some thunderstorms late this afternoon and this evening, and the strongest will be capable of producing those brief heavy downpours as well as some gusty winds and also lightning being a threat in any thunderstorms. So stay weather aware if you have any outdoor plans today and keep your umbrella nearby. Here's a look at our latest storm tracker maps. This afternoon you can see a little bit of green here and there at the 1:30 hour, so some periodic showers will be moving through. Thunderstorm threat will increase as we head into the late afternoon and early evening hours as a cold front moves in from the north. That cold front is expected to stall down to the south as we head into the overnight period, so the focal point for any showers tonight, and by tonight I mean about 10 to 11 p.m. or so, those are going to be south of the Pittsburgh area. The rest of the region should be fairly quiet overnight tonight, although it will be cloudy, and I'll be tracking a chance for some areas of fog into your Thursday morning, which is what you're looking at there with all the cloud cover Thursday morning, so your visibility could be reduced in spots as you head out the door. As for Thursday afternoon's forecast, we will be having some showers and some thunderstorms coming back through the area on Thursday. This is as a weather disturbance moves across the area on Thursday. Some of those storms could be strong to severe, something Severe Weather Team 11 will keep you updated on as we get a little closer to the day. As for tonight, it's going to be a mild night. It's going to remain humid. The lows are going to be falling down into the mid-60s. And again, we could have some areas of fog as we pick up some calm winds. Here's a look at our fog tracker maps. You can see how we have some of that gray shaded color on the map. More dense fog here shows up in white. So there could be some locally dense fog as temperatures cool close to the dew point temperatures into tomorrow morning. As far as the afternoon goes, high temperatures, upper 70s, close to 80 degrees with unsettled weather from time to time. A check of the 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. We usher in some cooler air for Friday, partly cloudy, 77. Cooler air as well as we head into Saturday morning with lows down in the low 50s. And the weekend is looking fantastic. Make those outdoor plans if you haven't already. We're looking at highs on Saturday in the mid 70s and warmer on Sunday with highs in the lower 80s.
Thanks, Danielle. The Mississippi State Flag Commission has narrowed the new state flag options down to 2 designs, the Great River and the new Magnolia. The finalists will be announced today, and voters then will make the final decision on November 3rd. Mississippi lawmakers voted in June to remove the Confederate battle emblem from the state flag, that emblem widely seen as racist.
Pope Francis held his first public general audience today. After more than 6 months, Francis used the event to call for solidarity in the face of the pandemic. About 500 faithful attended the audience at the Vatican. Participants kept their distance and were all required to wear masks. The Pope did not wear a mask as he met the crowd, but kept a safe distance. Tense moments in New York City as firefighters rescue a woman from a burning building. You can see one firefighter rappel down to save her. The woman can be seen clinging to the outside of the window to escape from smoke. The fireman gets to her and coaxes her back inside to safety. The woman was taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation and later released.
Good news and bad news on the crime front, the types of issues Pittsburgh police have been dealing with this summer.
The life lesson doctors want everyone to hear after the death of actor Chadwick Boseman.
Channel 11 News investigates and digs deeper.
11 investigates a secret deal between the state and a car show that brought thousands of people together during the pandemic.
And local lawmakers didn't know until we told them.
It's despicable. They talk out both sides of their mouth.
Well, now they're demanding answers, and so is our Amy Marcinkiewicz. It's tonight's 11 Investigates exclusive.
Outrageous, ridiculous, unfair, just some of the words they used.
Watch Channel 11 News every day at 5 and 6 p.m.
When you want news from where you live,
Watch Channel 11 News at 5.
The death of actor Chadwick Boseman was a shock to many, and now doctors hope the tragedy will help save lives. According to a new report, cases of colorectal cancer in people under 50 have been increasing yearly by 2% since 1994. A doctor with Ohio State University says be on the lookout for these symptoms: blood or changes in the stool, unintentional weight loss, anemia, and chronic bloating. There are multiple methods of screening, including a colonoscopy.
If there is a cancer there, we want to detect it early, because if we detect it early, greater than 90% of the time, it's curable.
Doctors say your lifestyle is key in lowering your risk for colorectal cancer. You can do that by not smoking, reducing the amount of red meat you eat, avoiding processed foods, eating more fruits and vegetables, and if you're going to drink alcohol, drink it in moderation.
The California governor gets a first-hand look at the devastation that was left behind from one of the largest wildfires in that state's history. Governor Gavin Newsom visited Big Basin State Park, where majestic redwood trees are now blackened. The CZU Complex Fire, as it's known, destroyed more than 85,000 acres, 900 homes, and is still only 43% contained. Officials say it will be at least a year before the public will be allowed back into that state park.
Still to come, what a local family is doing to protect children after losing their little girl to a senseless crime.
Plus, 11 investigates getting answers and prompting change for workers and residents of a local nursing home after the break.
I'm tracking rain across the area right now. Have another live radar update and when we can get some relief from that high humidity.
When news is happening near you, Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coriopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
Watch Channel 11 News at 5.
You're streaming WPXI now. Channel 11 expands its streaming live newscasts. When other stations are national, Channel 11 News is local, right here at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on WPXI Now. Healdsburg's Chief Meteorologist Stephen Cropper, tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
11 Investigates is getting answers and results for the people who live at this local nursing home. We told you this week when whistleblowers came forward to expose what they called inhumane conditions. And after that report, workers told our Angie Moreski the company is now promising to make changes.
It took courage for these employees to speak out, exposing what they call serious care issues at their nursing home. But they say it was worth it because now, finally, they're seeing action.
First, we were a little nervous because we didn't know what to expect. We figured, crap's going to hit the fan.
But these nursing assistants say first thing Tuesday morning after our 11 Investigates report Monday night, Murrysville Rehab held an all-hands-on-deck meeting with a consultant to address their concerns.
We were told that the person's going to be in the building for a while now, and he's going to get this problem straightened out as fast as he can.
I'm glad that we did it to get our residents the help that they need, the care that they need.
A total of 8 employees took the rare step to speak out for our report to expose what they called inhumane care for residents.
They're not being bathed. They're not being showered. The men aren't being shaved.
People falling out of bed. People falling to where they fell out of their wheelchairs.
What if they need changed?
They might get it one time. Because
a day?
A day.
The workers say they felt compelled to be the voice of the residents because family members can't visit due to the COVID crisis. And now, to their surprise, are getting overwhelming support, especially from residents.
Every time they'd see us in the hall, they were thanking us, hugging us. Family members were calling.
They're like, thank you for standing up and sticking up for them and speaking for them.
You think speaking out made a difference?
Yes, I do. I think it helped us a lot.
Angie Moreski, Channel 11 News.
And workers we spoke with say the parent company, Comprehensive Healthcare, is promising to hire more nursing assistants and to get them the supplies they need. Channel 11 reached out to the administrator at Murrysville Rehab, and we'll let you know as soon as we hear back.
Well, we're tracking possible storms for your afternoon. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier joins us live with what she's expecting. Danielle?
Hey guys, yeah, we have some rain on the radar still. We've had some light rain that's been passing through Allegheny County, and up north we've got some pockets of moderate to heavy rain north of Butler in northern Butler County. Those are tracking off to the east at this time. I haven't seen any lightning yet here this afternoon, but that will be a threat this afternoon. You can see here in our southern communities down south, we are also tracking some light rain at this time. Temperatures, they're ranging from the mid to upper 70s across our area. We've got that humid feel to the air, so if you're out doing some running, you're going to unfortunately have to deal with that high humidity today. The temperatures will climb into the upper 70s and low 80s in spots this afternoon, but we're going to keep abundant cloud cover, and we're also going to keep that threat for some thunderstorms, so you're going to want to stay alert to changing weather conditions. I'll be back in just a few minutes with a look at your humidity forecast as promised and your storm tracker maps to time out the showers and storms for the rest of the day.
Health officials are calling for strict adherence to mask wearing and social distancing over the Labor Day weekend, trying to prevent a resurgence in coronavirus cases. This is a group working on a vaccine is taking the next step toward success. NBC's Miguel Almaguer has the details.
Top U.S. officials sounding the alarm. Americans need to be careful this Labor Day weekend or risk kickstarting a surge of coronavirus cases in the fall.
Labor Day is coming up, and we need to stress personal responsibility.
On Tuesday, HHS Assistant Secretary Admiral Giroir talking to reporters.
Have to go into the fall with decreasing cases like we're doing now. We can't risk a lack of personal responsibilities.
His warning coming after Dr. Anthony Fauci reportedly told a White House meeting of governors that the holiday will determine if the U.S. is able to get a running start in battling the disease this fall. Coronavirus cases and hospitalizations are down nationwide since their peak in July, but officials are hoping to prevent another uptick, like the one seen after Memorial Day when social distancing guidelines were ignored at pool parties like this one at the Lake of the Ozarks. And after the 4th of July, when people flock to crowded beaches to escape the summer heat. Dangerous new outbreaks in states like Iowa are already raising concerns about the next few months. There, the 3 counties with the highest number of coronavirus cases have large college populations. Some are now calling for routine random testing of students and staff, including New York public schools, where the start date of in-class learning has been pushed back. All of this comes as researchers from Oxford University and drug maker AstraZeneca become the latest team to enter the final round of testing for a coronavirus vaccine. Jacob Serrano is the first American to be dosed with either the vaccine candidate or a placebo. 7 members of his family lost their lives to the virus.
Do you think that what you're doing now could prevent future fatalities?
I don't believe anyone deserves to lose their life, especially through a virus that we could have stopped.
This morning, a glimmer of hope after so much heartbreak around the world.
Health officials across the country say the next couple of days, including that big holiday weekend, will be critical. Miguel Almaguer, NBC News, Los Angeles.
A wellness center in Monroeville is offering COVID testing with results in just 20 minutes. According to our Trib partners, the Eye Care Wellness Center uses a swab to test people. Center officials say that type of test can be less accurate than others, but it can be effective if someone just contracted the virus.
Pittsburgh police released their crime report for July, and it has some mixed results. First, crime was up 7% in July compared to June, but it was down nearly 17% compared to July of last year. And when you compare July with the 5-year average, crime fell by nearly 25%. Police also say more serious crimes against people and property fell 35% compared to last July.
A new lawsuit blames lax security for the 2018 shooting at a district judge's office in Fayette County. Jared Sorensi was one of 4 people who were shot when Patrick Dowdle entered the office with a loaded handgun. Dowdle was eventually shot and killed by police. Sorensi's lawsuit claims the borough of Masontown provided, quote, non-existent, improper, or lacking security in the building, which increased the likelihood that a violent incident could happen. He also says that he has post-traumatic stress disorder now as a result of that shooting.
It was a case that stunned our region. 2-year-old Nalani Johnson abducted, her body found days later. This week marks 1 year since the tragedy.
It's just crazy to believe that it's been a year already. Time just goes by so fast. It just feels like I'm missing something.
Since her death, Nalani's family has been fighting to change the state's Amber Alert system. They want to speed up the process of getting an alert out to the public. Nalani's family has also turned to helping others, organizing a virtual walk.
We wanted to do something to give back to an agency that helps find lost children. We're a family that, of service. We want to give back.
The virtual walk runs through September 15th, and all proceeds raised will go to the American Association for Lost Children. Sharina Nancy is charged with taking and suffocating Nalani. She remains behind bars.
Parents do need to be aware of some important symptoms.
After the break, the extra strain learning from home could be putting on your child's eyes. This year, back to school is certainly different.
So much has changed, and Channel 11 Morning News is here to prepare you for your day.
Bringing you what's new details as your children go back to class or learn from home.
Breaking updates all morning long. 11 investigator Angie Moreski reports on concerns.
Our medical expert answers your questions.
Plus weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
Channel 11 Morning News covers what's new, now, and next every morning as we go back to school.
severe weather coverage where you live.
On Channel 11 News.
The planning process for the riverfront at Hazelwood Green is underway. The area is one of Pittsburgh's major stretches of undeveloped riverfront property. The redevelopment is being headed by the Pennsylvania Environmental Council. Public input will be gathered and final plans could be submitted next summer.
With most students starting school virtually, extra screen time will be unavoidable, and that could cause more eye issues in kids. Doctors say the immediate symptoms are easy to spot and mostly short-term.
Eye strain, digital eye strain, if you will, that leads to just discomfort of your eyes, tiredness feeling, dryness of the eyes.
There are steps parents can take to reduce the risk to students' vision. Doctors say use the 20-20-20 rule. That means after 20 minutes of screen time, you should look at something at least 20 feet away for 20 seconds.
Interesting. Well, working from home has been rough on millions of Americans, but it sure has been easy on their wallets. How much we've been saving by staying home.
I'm tracking that chance for showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. And speaking of rain, I've got an update to where we finished on our summer rainfall and our temperatures for the summer season.
WPXI Now. When a major story breaks, this is where you'll find 24-hour coverage. From the Channel 11 newsroom to our crews live in the field, we'll bring you the information you need right now. WPXI Now. Always on when you want the latest on breaking news. Every candidate, every voice, every vote matters. From the campaign trail to your backyard, we're talking to the candidates about the big issues and to the voters who will decide the election. Channel 11 News, Decision 2020 coverage you can count on.
Be prepared for back to school.
Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
Less time on the road means more money in your pocket, and thanks to the pandemic, it's adding up. The Federal Highway Administration says Americans traveled nearly 37 billion miles fewer in June compared to last year, and that adds up to a savings of about $758 million a day and $90 billion since the pandemic began. And Gordon, while many of us are saving money by staying home, other bills, unfortunately, are rising.
Yeah, many people say they are seeing higher utility bills. Our consumer advisor, Clark Howard, has some advice for getting those bills down.
Many of us are spending more time at home, either because our job allows it, and we're working from there instead of a traditional place, or kids that are normally at school or at daycare or whatever have been home. So our utility bills have been climbing a lot. What can you do about it? Well, one thing you can do is think about your home as a series of zones. In areas that you don't spend a lot of time in, close the vents in there so you aren't cooling or heating in the winter a space that you don't need to be in and don't need to keep pre-cooled or preheated. In your water heater in your house, look at dialing back the temperature of the hot water. That will save you money. Do simple projects like caulk and weather strip. None of these things cost a lot of money, and they certainly save you a lot. If you want to go further, one of the ways you can dramatically reduce your energy bills is make sure you have proper insulation in your attic. Almost none of us do, and you'll get a payback in months, not years. I'm Clark Howard.
The night sky is changing. A new report from the National Science Foundation says that bright satellites are changing our view of the sky from Earth. And it's going to change even more. There are about 107,000 low Earth orbit satellites scheduled to be launched in the next decade. The metal reflects the sunlight and can appear as bright as some constellations.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Once again, good afternoon. Taking a look at our summer rainfall, and as meteorologists for climate record-keeping purposes, we look at the months of June, July, and August as the summer. So here's a look. We picked up almost 11 inches of rain, and despite how our August started, we actually finished August above average on rainfall by 2 inches. So actually, we made up a lot of our deficit, and we finished the summer by a little more than a half an inch below average. Not bad, right? And you take a look here at our average temperature. So we factor in the lows and the highs for each of the 3 months, and we had 73.5 degrees. So it was an above average period for us by more than 2.5 degrees. Now, of course, we are in the month of September, and day 2, we've got the sticky feel to the air. In fact, it feels really tropical. You can actually kind of see it on our tower cam this afternoon. It is cloudy as well. Here's a look at our visible satellite. You can see those clouds that are moving across the area. We're going to keep it cloudy here through the rest of the day today. Dew points, yeah, they're in the lower 70s. So it is a very tropical feel, not only in Pittsburgh, but all across our area. And that high humidity does continue for the rest of the day today. Looking at our storm tracker maps, I am expecting the cloud cover, but I'm also expecting that chance for some showers and some thunderstorms to continue through the late afternoon and early evening hours as a cold front makes its way in from the north. So stay alert to changing weather conditions. We could have some that produce some gusty winds and some brief heavy downpours, and then of course lightning is the threat in any thunderstorm. By late tonight, we're going to watch that front continue to push to the south, which is going to keep the focal point of any showers down well to the south of the city. And we are looking at a cloudy sky with some areas of fog overnight tonight and into your Thursday morning. So visibility could be reduced before you head out. You're going to check back with Channel 11 Morning News for the latest on that. As far as the afternoon forecast on Thursday, I am expecting more showers and thunderstorms to move through. Latest data shows that some of those could be strong, maybe an isolated severe thunderstorm with a brief tornado threat, mainly south and east of the city of Pittsburgh. That's something we are going to be watching very carefully throughout the afternoon on Thursday. As for tonight, mid-60s, cloudy with areas of fog and calm winds. It's going to be another humid day on Thursday with a high temperature close to 80 degrees. We are looking at that chance for showers and storms and a bit of a breeze from time to time, much like we're seeing out there today, by the way, with gusts occasionally up to about 20 miles per hour. If we can get through Thursday, we have a big dip in the jet stream coming as we head into Friday and the weekend. That's going to usher in some cool Canadian air, and that means that temperatures for highs are going to be going down. The humidity will be going down as well. This is your forecast humidity. Look at Friday and Saturday. Very pleasant feel to the air, and you'll enjoy that if you have any outdoor plans this weekend. 77, partly cloudy on Friday. Lows down to 53, by the way, on Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon, mid-70s, plenty of sunshine. Sunday looks good as well. Plenty of sun with high temperatures back in the 80s.
Tower, American 1997. We just passed a guy in a jetpack.
Yeah, you heard that right. A guy with a jetpack. A close call, thousands of feet in the air.
Here's local steals and deals, Lisa Robertson.
Hey, Lisa Robertson here with Local Steals and Deals, and here's a question. You ever notice that if you're working out, if you're doing yard work, whatever it happens to be, there are times when you just get overheated and you have to stop, even though you'd like to keep going, right? This is a company that you're going to love. It's called Mission. This is instant cooling technology. It was actually founded by world-class athletes back in 2009. So athletes like Serena Williams and Drew Brees and Dwayne Wade. And this is so cool because it's fabric that is proprietary and it's patented. So all you have to do is literally get it wet, wring it out, snap it. Now it's activated. Now it's actually going to change the evaporation process to help keep you cool for hours. So a friend of mine said, let's test it. She gave it to her husband who was going out golfing on a crazy hot day. He came home and said, oh my gosh, that really works. And here's the cool thing. You're going to use it for hours. And if you still want more cooling, you just get it wet, wring it out, snap it, reactivate it, good to go. These are all really lightweight fabrics. Look how fabulous that is. Machine washable, super easy, reactivate as many times as you want, reusable, obviously. This is the gaiter, by the way. So I showed you the towel. Here's the gaiter. So you can activate this and put it around your neck to keep you cool. You can put it over your head. You can do a million things with it. You can put it over your face. You can even use this dry. If you're saying, hey, I just want to use it when I'm running as a face cover. I just want to use it when I'm running in somewhere as a face cover. Use it wet or dry. So these are the things that you're going to use all the time. And I love the fact that they're lightweight and they're easy. And I love the fact that they're even going to give you sun protection. They're UPF 50 as well. So you can throw them in the washing machine as many times as you want. You can reactivate them as many times as you want. And whatever you do, definitely go to localsteels.com and get them for 20% off right now. Great company, great concept, and patented.
News is happening in your neighborhood. Channel 11 News is there.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, and Butler. We cover news everywhere you live, not just downtown. We're in Aliquippa, Coraopolis, and Moon.
Bringing you stories that impact your town. That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. We're in Bethel Park, South Park, and Mount Lebanon. When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Watch David Johnson and Peggy Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
It is VJ Day today. 75 years ago today, the U.S. accepted Japan's surrender, bringing an end to World War II. Germany surrendered earlier that year, May 8th.
There's no New York State Fair this year, but that's not keeping the American Dairy Association from displaying its annual showcase. The ADA unveiled this year's butter sculpture at the New York Fairgrounds Tuesday. The sculpture reflects its 2020 theme, Nourishing Our Future. It shows two different scenes. On one side, a dairy farmer is depicted providing milk to a child learning from home. On the other side, a child learns in school. Artists used 800 pounds of butter to create the sculpture.
The next time you take an Uber, you may have to send the driver a selfie showing that you are wearing a mask. The new policy comes after numerous complaints by drivers that their passengers were not wearing masks. If you're flagged by the company, you may have to show a mask selfie before your next ride. That new policy is expected to begin at the end of the month.
A bizarre sighting over Los Angeles. Someone with a jetpack flying very close to planes.
Tower, American 1997. We just passed a guy in a jetpack.
American 1997, okay, thank you. Were they off to your left side or right side?
Off the left side, maybe 300 yards or so, about our altitude.
They talk about it so casually. That happened Sunday. The plane was about 3,000 feet up at the time. Experts say anything that close to a plane's final approach is extremely dangerous. Officials have launched an investigation. So add jetpacks to a growing list of nightmares facing pilots, from drones to laser pointers.
Now that is really scary, crazy stuff. Well, that is all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5 o'clock.
And you can get breaking news updates anytime. Just search for WPXI on Apple TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
In Severe Weather Center 11, we cover weather everywhere you live.
And we have the experience to get it right. We know the weather patterns across our neighborhoods and understand the unique